Hi there and welcome to this unboxing of Gloomhaven, the second printing. I just want to start by saying that I've gone for a fairly brief unboxing for Gloomhaven. It's such a massive game. If you wanted to do an unboxing video that lasted 3 hours, you could do it because there's so much content. But I wanted to go through something that was fairly brief to give you a kind of a brief overview of what's in there. If you do want a more in-depth look at what's in the box in terms of the individual tokens and that kind of thing, there's a no spoiler review of the Gloombox insert by Laserox that I'll put the link in the description for this, and that goes into a lot more detail of what you get in the game. So if you're looking for more information, have a look at that one. Okay, so once you've got that lid off, the first thing you'll see is the solo scenarios. So that's just a booklet with an individual scenario for each character in the game. So it's not anything special or anything like that. It's just a booklet. Next up, we've got the really significantly awesome rulebook. So it's really comprehensive and it's got a really good kind of reference guide on the back as well. So excellent, good quality rulebook as well. Pages are nice and thick. So yeah, I really like it. Very impressive set of rules for the game. Next up, we've got the massive scenario booklet. The quality of paper it's printed on, unfortunately for me, isn't that great. I don't really like the feel of the paper in the hand. However, the book itself is fantastic. Really good. And again, there's so much content in this game. To imagine having a book of this size just to drive the story is incredible. So next up, we've got the game board itself. So again, the game board is very thin. It doesn't feel like it's incredibly good quality, but having said that, all you're going to be doing with this is putting stickers on for when you unlock achievements, putting stickers on for when you find the locations. So you don't actually need the board at all to play the game, so it's there as kind of a reference to drive the story. Next up, we've got all of the stickers. So those are the locations for the map, all the achievements, and individual little stickers for your character to go onto various cards and that kind of thing. So there's 4 sheets of those. All very nice. Okay, next is a staggering amount of punch boards. I think there's 18 boards in total for the game, and these aren't small punch boards either. You know, that is a big box. So as you can see from my copy of the game, no problem whatsoever punching out the tokens or the map pieces or anything like that. There's been a few issues, well, more than a few issues with this printing of the game, where people have had issues with tearing with the tokens or them being separated in half and that kind of thing. Nothing like this for this, and indeed, as far as I'm aware, 99% of all the games out there. So that was just one of the boards, but what we'll see here, and this is a sight to behold, to be honest, look at all those punch boards. That's ridiculous. I can't believe how much is in there. Again, you could be punching this game. I think I took 45 minutes to do all mine before I even started trying to sort them into any kind of order. But yeah, really impressive, and all the artwork on there is incredible as well. So last few things to look at is the sealed envelopes. So they'll be unlocked throughout the game as you play. So the game book or the scenario book will instruct you when to open those. There's the party sheet. You get 5 of those. So you'll use that to kind of progress your game. Okay. Now this exceptionally thin piece of paper is like a kind of a reference guide there for some of the stuff that's in there, but really look after that because it's really thin paper. Town records, again, I think once you retire your first character, you'll then get to open that, but yeah, that's completely sealed. Okay, so let's have a look at the health and XP dials. So when I first saw these on the Kickstarter, I assumed them to be made of plastic, but they're not. So that is basically punch board with a couple of dials attached onto it. They do the job. But yeah, so you get 4 of those. Okay, now these smaller boxes are the miniature boxes. The one that I'm about to open is from a character that's unlocked from the start, so this isn't a spoiler, and it's probably one of the more seen miniatures from the game. But yeah, very nice, good quality, nice detail in there as well. So here's one of the card decks as well. It's a massive amount of cards in the game. So yeah, that's like a little reference page there that gives you all the different types of damage that are on there. These are again your city cards, so those are activated when you're finished individual scenarios and you go back to the city. You've got one of those to do. There's just some other ones, so there's kind of all kinds of different types of scenarios. So there's some that you can do that are off of the beaten track, or there's the ones that are driving the story forward. And they've all got their own information there. Those are the item cards, millions of them. Again, more item cards. It's incredible how much is in the game. Those are your combat decks, so all your combat multipliers and that kind of thing are on there. Those are the cards for the enemies, so you're gonna use those to fulfill their combat. That's a little pack of cards. Those are for the solo scenarios, I believe. So those just get added into the other deck, I think. There's all the different statistics for the enemies, so those are used in conjunction with, there's like a little envelope that those go into that only display the information for the enemies that you want to see. That's what those are. And when you look in here, this is what you get for the character sheets. So their own little deck of cards in there. You've got some little punch tokens as well. That's more combat multiplier cards in there. More information about the character that we're looking at. And his kind of stat sheet. So you'll fill in his progress as you go through the game. And again, there's 5 of each in each box. So that kind of sums up everything that you get in the game. It's amazing, it's incredible. I think if you ever get this game, as soon as you start to unbox it and look at all the detail that's inside, it can be a little bit you can be apprehensive about playing the game because there's so much going on. So I really can't wait to get a few plays under my belt. So I'll probably have some more Gloomhaven stuff coming up in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you didn't, I'm sorry about that. Thanks a lot. Bye.